Hey guys, Mike here. Today we're taking a look at the wireless presenter from Kensington. This is a presentation tool, kind of a clicker. It's specifically made for Microsoft's PowerPoint. Also, it works with Apple's Keynote software. This is kind of if you got to do something presentation where you got slides and stuff like that, sales, whatever you got to do. And, I bought this about a couple months ago, and I thought I'd just kind of show it to you. It's pretty cool. So let's check it out. So here's a close-up here of the device, and this is an RF device, so it uses the 2.4 gigahertz spectrum, and this differs from an IR device, infrared device. For Mac users, they might be most familiar with Apple's little remote. It's a pretty cool remote. It's stylish. It's very lightweight, but it is infrared, and what that means, it has limited range, and also you kind of need line of sight. You might have to point it directly where you want to be at, or in the general direction of the receiver. And if you're using a laptop, that might mean the laptop might be facing the wrong way, or maybe you got it underneath the podium, or maybe it's in the back of the room. And those are some limitations of IR. Being an RF device, you got a pretty good range. Kensington says this goes up to 60 feet, and you don't need to really kind of point at it. So if you want to have it sort of down by the side of your leg, where it's not really a distraction to your presentation, you can do that. So, the RF devices are definitely kind of a plus. And, this is kind of a little bit of a stylish looking thing. You can hold it real well in the palm of your hand, kind of give you an idea how big it is. It's not very big and has a nice comfortable grip. This kind of has a little bit of a rubbery kind of marshmallow feel, from the iPhone cases. We kind of use those terms to describe these. And one other kind of really cool feature about this is, you have the presenter, and in order to get this to work, you need to have a USB adapter. So you have a little USB, it looks like a thumb drive. You put that into your computer, and this is how you kind of click through it. And this is pretty cool because it's actually has a little storage right here down at the bottom. So you just kind of click it, and it kind of pops right out. And that's it right there. And this is really handy because, if you have two pieces like this, there's nothing worse than showing up to your presentation or something and you forgot this. You got your clicker, but you forgot this here. So this is a nifty little idea here just to store it. And it's always nice and secure. You can keep it from getting damaged, but, you can definitely keep it together. So the whole thing's all together. And something else kind of a little bit interesting here is this only works when this is plugged into a computer. So this is kind of a nice little feature too, I guess. Let's say you're driving down the road, you're driving for your presentation, and you got an hour drive or something, and this is inside your laptop bag, and it happens to be pushing this button right up against your pens or whatever. Well, and you get there and your batteries are dead. That's not going to help you either. So I don't know, kind of a little nifty idea too. So let's plug this into a laptop here, and we can kind of show you one other thing about this. Just pull in just to give you an idea how big this little clicker here is. Got to find my USB port. All right, there we go. So that's how you just plug it in just like that. No big deal. Just want to basically show you how big it is. And now that we are all hooked up, I can show you what some of these buttons do. You have 4 buttons, and the top button here is a laser pointer. You can see it works like this. It's kind of a handy little combo device here if you want to point out something on the screen. It's nice just to have it all in one device. And then you got 3 other buttons here, and this is basically the up-down arrows. This is up-down arrows, and that's what you use for PowerPoint to go from next page to previous page. And again, this works in Keynote, and this will work in anything that uses the up-down arrows. You're not going to be able to use it like in Apple's Front Row or iTunes, because those use the left-right buttons for some different stuff. But this goes up-down, and down here, this is the functions as the B button. And in PowerPoint, when you hit this, it will make the screen go dark. So that's handy where you're kind of waiting for your presentation to come up. You can just hit this and make it pop up, so you don't have to mess around with the projector or getting the computer to come up out of sleep or switching out inputs or anything like that. So pretty handy. So there you go, guys. This is a look at the wireless presenter with laser pointer from Kensington. This is a real simple device. This is going to be kind of a quick review here because it just basically does a couple functions, but it does those functions really well. And this is kind of one of those things where when you got to get in front of a room full of people, you want to have tools that work. And this one really definitely seems like a winner. I've kind of struggled with this sort of as multi-function pointers. So they have all these different functions on it. And, you push the wrong button and it kind of makes everything go a little crazy. This one here is very simple. It only has a couple buttons. I give this to other people to use, and, when they're doing their presentations and I'm helping them with it, and so many times they'd push the wrong button and everything get all messed up. So this is really what I like about it. Nice and simple. It does exactly what you like to do. And there's no software. There's no configuration. You just basically plug this into any computer and it runs these very simple functions. Again, up, down, and the B button. All right, guys. This is Mike from Insanely Great Mac. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, Mike here. Today we're taking a look at the wireless presenter from Kensington. This is a presentation tool, kind of a clicker. It's specifically made for Microsoft's PowerPoint. Also, it works with Apple's Keynote software. This is kind of if you got to do some presentation where you got slides and stuff like that, sales, whatever you got to do. And